You know, I've always wanted to become a programmer, but that's not what I'm doing for a living. So that kind of thing, yeah. Nowadays, being an accountant is popular, isn't it? What do you think about it?
Dream job. I was thinking that because, well, I am a cultural manager and I haven't find a job with that. It means maybe yes, but not my dream job. Because my dream job was for mm, for a museum, a specific museum here in Mexico. There is a special museum or something. It's about coins and money and other stuff. So that was my dream job when I was more younger, to work at that museum. And I've been doing many things for that place. For example, my thesis from the university was about this topic, the museum. So now I'm not sure if I'm going to work there, but if I could choose, I'd like to be there.
So
But
which
for you?
things, like which jobs did you try? Maybe part-time jobs? What's your experience? Would you like to talk about it?
Okay.
Because I'm this poor devil. I've never had a part-time job. I've always wanted to, but somehow I never I never had one. So it's always interesting for me to listen about any such experience, you know?
Okay. Well, I can tell you a little. I've been working as an assistant and was a normal job. Like I have an office and I have a computer and I was working for uh making appointments or preparing some papers or taking notes. A normal job for assistant. I've been working as a kind of teacher for kids, maybe to help them to improve in his classes at the school. And I've been working, well, I've been helping some people to learn Spanish too. So that's my experience in part job.
I think it's great, like to see the results when you're trying to help other people and you have some results. I think it's great. It's very gratifying. About the medical professions, like a doctor and nurse. What's the situation in your place? Like, do people want that kind of job, and how did it change during the pandemic? And is it like a respected job, and do they get a good salary? What do you think about it?
Um, well, it was an
Because
interesting experience because one day everyone was doing his life, and then we started to hear the news, and the news says, okay, we have a pandemic and we need to take care. And we are not going to school, we are not going to the office, we are not going to open places, and everyone was worried about his job. Well, a lot of people had a job uh, out there, and many people was worried about how I'm going to school, how I'm going to work for my family or for me. Um, then we started to be worried because at first we hear about the people sick, but I don't know, people sick in other part of the country or in other part of the world. But then we started to hear, oh, my neighbor was sick, or oh, my friend was sick, or my uncle was sick, or any relative. And we started to be worried because some people was very, very complicated situation, and even some of them started to die. And was a complicate at first to be conscious. We need to take care of our health. And then
Yeah, taking care, I think
people
it's very
started
important.
to
Sorry for interrupting. Do people wear masks in Mexico?
mm, now
Yeah, right now.
everyone use mask. We still using mask. Maybe if we're walking on the street, we are not using mask. But if you're going to a mall or place to buy something, or even in metro or cars, I don't know, we need to use mask. So everyone have one. Yeah, I was thinking about the vaccines. The last year, almost all the adults here were vaccinated, and now the kids are going to be vaccinated.
I also wanted to ask you about education, like which which kind of education is mostly popular?
Well, I'm from Mexico City, so this is the capital of this country. So chances, we have a lot of opportunities to go to the school, to university, and we have many options. But in other parts of Mexico, sometimes it's not too easy. Sometimes it's expensive, or sometimes schools or universities are in the main cities. So sometimes sometimes it's not possible for everyone to go. That's why I said it depends.
Okay, so about food, I know that Mexican food is really famous. Like, basically every American movie you can watch, you can find Mexican food there, right? Like, people like it all over the world very much. So, which are your favorite dishes? Like Mexican dishes? And can you cook? And do you like to cook?
Okay, well, I have a question first. Uh, the Mexican food is popular in your country
uh, it's very popular all over
or
the world, but in
no?
my country, I think in Moscow it's very popular. But I live in Russian Far East, and here we don't have a Mexican restaurant. Oh, maybe indeed. I think maybe we
Okay,
do, but I'm not the kind of person to go to restaurants really. I eat only what I cook at home, you know. So I didn't have a chance, like I said, to taste, but I want to learn a great recipe from you, and maybe I'll try to cook it, you know?
okay. Well, now your questions. Yes, I love to cook, and yes, I can cook some of my favorite recipes and my favorite dishes. That's complicated, but I'm going to say some dishes. Pozole is one of my favorite. That's my favorite dish, pozole. It's a kind of soup, and it have a special kind of corn, and sometimes pork or kitchen even. It can be a red, pozole rojo, pozole verde, green, or pozole blanco, white. And we love to eat this with some.
Can you cook it? Can you cook it all by yourself?
Yeah, I can cook this. Not every week. For example, it's not a special dish. Sometimes we use this for a special moment, maybe a birthday or um, um when on September 15th. This is a special day for Mexico. We celebrate independent Mexico, so many people try to cook special dishes this day. Pozole is one of the favorites of many families.
Fun. And if you do, like other dishes you prefer to cook most of the days?
Okay, well, pozole is not, oh, I can cook this, but not like every
Not
day
every
or
day,
not
right?
even every month. It's just once in a month. I'm going to try to tell you about other dishes more common. Maybe I can eat this.
Maybe top 5 dishes.
I'm going to write some, but maybe
Enchiladas. Yeah, I know about enchiladas.
okay. Okay, I was trying to look some images for you, but if you know this, well, I can write another dish for you. What about this? Can you see the image? It is,
A bit
or
exotic though.
maybe, yeah, it's really, really cool. Um, it's a kind of tortilla with um, chili or beans or cheese with many ingredients.
And how about your favorite places in town? Not necessarily. Okay, tough question, right?
It is.
Just far
Because
away,
I
you
was
know?
thinking many of our favorite places sometimes are tourist places. What can I say? Uh, I was thinking in some museums, and I was thinking about my university. Tell me.
Okay, thanks. People from which countries uh, can you see most frequently at your place?
Well, I was thinking we receive people from a lot of parts of the world. Um, Sometimes people from USA or maybe people from Latin America, um, from Spain, from Korea,
Oh, by the way,
from
people from Spain, when they talk in Spanish, can you hear like their accent? Is it really, really difficult or different from your speech?
yeah.
Okay.
We hear I'm from Spain and we say he is from Spain.
Funny
Yeah,
fact.
it's specific accent. But it happens to from people from Latin America. They have his own accent too. Sometimes people from Argentina or Chile or Colombia, sometimes they have a stronger accent, and it's easy to hear that they are not from Mexico.
About Christmas and celebrations. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like which are your favorite and which are important and
As about celebrations, my favorite started on September. I told you before. September it's a special month because we celebrate Mexican parties. Um, and I like it. And I love the Day of the Dead. Have you heard about this celebration? I think yes, because it's very popular around the world.
and about the New Year. Like, do you celebrate the New Year?
I was thinking, many people celebrate this day different. Usually with family, people go to a home of relative and they share food. and they spend the night and they wait until the middle night to celebrate the new year, and everyone gives hugs to everybody and says Happy New Year. I think it's normal for a lot of people love to receive the year with family or friends sometimes. Um, but I'm not sure if some people likes to go to other parts. Maybe yes, but here in the country, maybe receive the New Year near of the beach. Some people like that, but I don't remember nothing specific.
How about animals?
I like animals. I have pets. I have a dog and I have a cat. Say the cat, but when she was a younger dog, she get along with the cat.
So about the seaside, um, is the sea far from Mexico, and do people like to go there often?
I can tell you the name of some cities, popular cities or places to go for holidays or maybe for a weekend. I think one of the favorites is Cuernavaca. Cuernavaca, it's a place known as the city of flame. Let me think. Yeah, now I remember. It's the city of eternal spring. Sometimes people call this place like that because it's a city with cool weather and always is sunny, and there is many places with um, pools. Uh, it's a place where people go to swim. Another place I think it's popular, maybe it's Acapulco. Maybe it was more popular in the past, but it's very near of the city. So if people wanted to go to the beach, Acapulco is the place more favorite for some people. And if people want to go in a long trip, maybe they go to Cancun. I think you have heard about this place before. Some years ago, the government of this country made a tourist proposal, or a kind of, and they started to declare some places as a magic town. So these magic town are a kind of small cities, and they can spend a relaxing weekend, and they can go and eat special food from this place, or maybe they can go spend the day taking pictures because these magic towns are visual have an attractive visual. So are like places from a tale, from a story, from a book. And yeah, I think that's many special places where people.
Favorite books, movies like by Mexican writers and directors. Do you have any recommendations?
I'm going to write the name of this author
Okay.
so you can Google it in the future. He only have one famous famous book, so it's a small book and it's interesting. It describes this um, this part of the country, part of the a town it's a mix. It's like it's real, but it have a mix of fantasy. So it's an interesting story. And if you want to read this, you need to focus on this because maybe he started to make some stories, and he started on the present, but then he changed, and it's talking about the past, and it's a kind of mix. Maybe you can think, oh, what confusing, but not really. It's interesting. Many people love this author. I am improving. I love this this book. So if you want to look for it and try to read, tell me in the future if you like it. And
Thanks.
about movies, oh, sorry. About movies, I'm not sure. Maybe the movies from the past, from the last century,
That sounds
these
great.
movies are pretty cool because the movies from now many people doesn't like.